Okay, we're at the launch range and we're going to prep the rocket for flight. I'm going to start with the booster section. So I've got my transition right there. I want to take the Nomex heat shield. It's actually not Nomex, but it's the heat shield. Lay that out. Push this as far forward as you can. So up to there. I'm going to take my parachute, unfurl the lines. All right, so now I'm going to fold this up. And this has to be tight because we don't have a lot of room inside the rocket tube. So we're going to wrap these lines around like that. And that's going to put it into the heat shield. And we want to make sure it's nice like that. And we put something heavy on top of it. Now we want to take the shock cord and do a Z-fold. You can either use rubber bands or masking tape. I'm going to use masking tape. Okay, so we're going to Z-fold this, and Z-folding is you take the cord and you go back and forth in a Z shape. And then you take your tape and you go around. What we want is to delay the shock cord from opening, and so this is going to delay it. And that will slow things down. And we're going to do this several times along the shock cord. Okay, so I'm getting close to the end here, so I'll probably get this one here. And when we put this in, make sure that chute is well protected. We don't want anything exposed. That goes in there. And then obviously you have to put in that coupler into that tube. And then you got to kind of wiggle it to get it in, push it in all the way, just like that. All right, so that part's done. Now we'll put in the rocket motors. Now I'm using some 24mm motors, so I have to use a motor adapter, and I'm just going to use the Estes adapters. So those will go in here. All of my motors are the D22-4s, so it doesn't matter which hole that they go in. Ideally, you should use longer delays in the tubes that have the shorter couplers. So if I pull this off a little bit, here's a shorter coupler. So if I had a motor with a longer delay, I would put it into that slot. And the reason for that is so that all the ejection delays don't go off at the same time and cause the transition to cock over. Although these motors with the tubes with the long delays actually vented out the side, so we don't really have to worry about that. You can hear a bunch of kids in the background. We got a group of Cub Scouts here at the launch today, and they are having some fun. Okay, so now we're going to take our retainer, which is this right here. It's actually backwards. It's got to go this way. Is screwed into the middle, and then you'll get it so it nests, and then we'll screw it down. Okay. So that's that. Now we'll do the igniters. And these are the Quest igniters. So now these will go in there. I'm trying to do this upside down and my chair is not tall enough. You see they go in pretty deep. And then for these motors, they have the little plastic Quest pick or whatever they call it, and that holds that in. Okay, give a little tug on them, make sure they're not going to come out. Now we want to grab one wire from each motor, and we're going to bring those together, and we're going to twist them all together. Now, we also recommend taping them together. It kind of takes some of the stress out of things. All right, and then I'll do the same thing with the other wires. Okay, so I got that bundle, and then you might want to just take all of them like that and put one more piece of tape. And again, it's to kind of take the stress out of things. Okay, so I got my two wires that I'm going to hook up when I get to the launch pad. Okay, so this part is done. So I'll just set that down, and now we'll start on the upper stage. So I've already removed the cover. We want to pull this out, and we're going to do this pretty much the same way. You're also going to want to remove the pitot tubes. Don't fly with these because they're fragile. Now this one doesn't have to be wound so tight because we have a little bit more room inside of here. So, okay. Again, take the shock cord and the heat shield and go as far up as you can to where you attach to the parachute. So that's where we're going to start, and we're going to I'll do a zigzag fold on this one, and I'm going to wrap this around. I'm going to lay this in here, bring that around, make it a burrito fold. Okay, so this is going to get stuffed into here. And then we're going to do the same thing on the zigzag fold on our shock cord. You have your zipper shield right here. Make sure that zipper shield is hanging over the edge. We don't want shock cord hanging over the edge like that because that could cut in. The purpose of the zipper shield is to prevent the tube from splitting. So we're going to do a zigzag fold on this one as well. Okay, so that's that. All this is going to get stuffed into the coupler. All right, so that's set. Now this one also has an engine retainer with a screw. Long screw. All right, and this one I'm going to use an F20-7. Okay, so that's locked in place. That's good. Take the rubber band. We're going to hold on to that. Oh, I forgot to put in the ejection charge. Okay, so for the ejection charge, I've got a rubber glove, and I've already cut a finger off of one of them. That's going to be our deployment charge container. Okay, so I got an E-match right there. So we're going to make an ejection charge container, and I got my black powder, and I'm going to weigh it out. And that's going to go into the container here. So I just have to open that up. All right, so then I'm going to take my igniter, push that in, and I'm going to take some tape, and I want to make sure that that's nice and tight. And I want it tight so that it doesn't pull off. That's the important thing here. All right, so now this is probably a little bit too long. I think the instructions say 4 to 6 inches. So put those back together. So now I got to open this back up. Okay, so now there's a hole inside, and we got to put this with the igniter wires through that hole so that it comes into the eBay. All right, so I got it through, and it's coming out into the eBay, and I want to push it all the way down. Now, one of the things is to make sure that ejection charge is not pushed into the motor tube, because that could cause a lot of pressure inside of that tube, and we've had that pressure do bad things out here. So you just want to lay it to the side. Now this will go, we have to hook that up to our altimeter here. I have to find out which connector that goes to. Okay, so this one is my main, that one is my Apogee. Okay, so we're hooking this up right here. Okay, that's 2. So my Apogee charge is hooked up. Now the main, we had created this long igniter, and it needs to be about 18 to 21 inches long. And then that's going to be threaded into the tube, and it will come out the back end. It's starting to come out. There we go. Okay, so it's coming out the back end now. And we need to pull it out far enough so that we can get it into here to just verify the length. So it needs to be pushed in. Okay, so it's going in that deep. And then I'm going to pull the remainder out to about right there. And I'm going to take this rubber band and put it around the outside like that. Okay, so double check it, make sure that it's all the way in. And then the other lead will go to my main. Okay, those are connected. Okay, so then you're going to push your wires underneath. And then here's my battery. So I'm going to connect the battery. And this is the most dangerous part, connecting the battery. So make sure that you're clear of people. Okay, so that's going to go down there like that. Stuff in all the wires. And then we'll put the hatch on. And that goes underneath there. Down there. And then you put in your removable rivet. All right. So the hatch is on. Doesn't feel like it's going to come off. And we're ready to go to the range. I'm going to actually pull this igniter out because I'm going to be around people, so I don't want it in the motor until I get it on the pad. So I can just put that on into the nozzle when I get onto the pad. So at this point, we're ready to go to the pad, and we're going to arm everything when we get to the pad, and then we're ready to launch.
Watch out. Yeah, you found it. You found the Hercules. Good job.